Babachir Lawan, former secretary to the government of the Federation, SGF, has taken to the cleaners, the vice president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, and washed him down to be a corny pretender with ungodly ambition. Babachir, in a statement made available to TG News, said all the while he tried to resist the temptation of joining in on the Yemi's political discourse, first because he was one of his only two bosses while he was SGF, secondly because, like him, he's a Christian and a pastor to boot. The All Progressives Congress APC founding members, despite Singh praising the vice president to be a man with the gift of the gap, an eloquent politician who carries along everywhere in his hands an iPad to convey the impression that he is a modern man, a tech-savvy man, and to crown it all, he wears an owl cap but is a traitor of the highest order. Besides, who on earth does not know that he is an Awo in-law? The truth is that the man is a corny pretender with ungodly ambitions, Lawa said. According to him, Nigerians should not make mistake in supporting his political ambition in 2023. Lawa, in the statement made available to TG News, said, I have tried to resist the temptation of joining in on the VP discourse, first because it was one of my boss. Yes, it was one of my bosses while I was SGF. Secondly, because like me, he is a Christian and a pastor to boot. Thirdly, I had visualized the matter as a Yoruba ethical and moral right that is best handled by the Yorubas themselves, a sort of Gambari, Kifulani, no case. Okay? So they know this proverb too. Only Gambari pa Fulani, kò So if Gambari kill a Fulani person, there's no case. Okay, let us make no mistake about it. The man has gifts of the gap. The man can talk and he carries along everywhere in his hands an iPad to convey the impression that he's a modern man, a tech-savvy man, and to crown it all, he wears an owl cap. Besides, who on earth doesn't know that he is an owl in-law? The truth is that the man is a corny pretender with ungodly ambitions. But in deciding to challenge Tinubu in a presidential duel, the devil has Osinbajo finally trapped. The devil has exposed him to failure, shame, and ridicule. The devil is extracting his price and is going to be a very high price on him. The PDP press call him the poster boy of the Buhari government, but they refuse to tell him that posters last only until the next heavy rain. Let me tell a little known story that dates back to as far as 2010. As the 2011 election season was approaching, the then CPC reached out to ACN with a view to working out a sort of merger or alliance or for the pending 2011 election. After a series of meetings between the leadership of the parties, it became apparent that the chemistry was not right at that level because the desired results were not forthcoming. So one of my friends, also a Buhari loyalist, and I sat down to review the situation in light of the fact that time was running out. That friend of mine is still alive and serving in the presidency. So our minds then, the main issue was the challenges of a Muslim ticket, especially as Buhari was at the time considered a no-no in the Christian communities. In order to address this challenge, my friend and I approached Tinubu with a proposal that he should nominate a loyal Christian as running mate to Buhari. We emphasized the word loyal because Buhari had earlier indicated that he will only seek for one term and no more. Therefore, so Buhari sought for one term, and what is now happening in 2019? You see all of them, all of you, all of you are cooks. Therefore, the proposed VP2 should be one that would agree to serve for only one term and then clear the way for Tinubu to run for the presidency in 2015. Tinubu agreed to consider this proposal and gave us a date to return for his decision after consultation. On our return on the date promised, he gave us the name of Professor Osinbajo. I was against because I had prayed and hoped that he would nominate either his wife or my friend Kayode Fayemi, both of whom we knew to be very young, brilliant, hardworking Christians from large church denominations. You see the games that all of them are playing, large church denominations, not because they were looking for the vote of people. You know, they always target, not that they have the interest of the people at heart, not that they want to do any meaningful thing to the people. You know, they targeted that anybody coming from the large denominations, okay, whether Tinubu's wife or Fayemi, because Tinubu's wife, I know, yeah, she attends a redeem. All through the night, we tried to dissuade Tinubu from this choice, but he stuck to his guns, insisting that he can trust even his own life to this man, Osinbajo. Besides, he consistently argued that it will not be decent and proper to nominate his wife, especially if he was to seek to be president immediately after her own tenure. In the end, of course, another person was preferred by Buhari. CPC then went on to contest and lose the 2011 election. But when another opportunity came up in 2015, Tinubu had no hesitation in renominating Osinbajo to the post. Now, this is the same Tinubu that Osinbajo's hatchet men are denigrating with his ardent concurrence. There is God who. Surely, it is the devil that has tricked Osinbajo into doing this most inglorious acts of our time, that we number him among the most ungrateful betrayers of all time. The consequences of this wicked exposure of his blind ambition will follow him and many generations of his children long after he must have gone. Such a pity. Mark my words, Nigerians are yet to know the reason why the president took away all the social investment program from his office and handed them over to a little known woman that had no prior working experience. Hmm. See the way these people are disgracing themselves. I don't even want to go to this Babachir Lawan. Okay. And we are yet to know the reason why he is no more assigned serious duty since the president's recovery from illness. All this and more will begin to come out after 29th of May 2023, and they will not be savory. Then the true understanding of who this man truly is will come. Then he will be left standing alone, a pariah, as if naked in marketplace with no more trader money. When Judas Iscariot behaved similarly, he went and hanged himself in a gesture of remorse. Still, that extreme acts of remorse could not absolve him from history's most severe judgment. Was Judas also physically challenged height-wise, just like my former Oga is? But so was Zacchaeus, and he was no betrayer. Oh God, have mercy on my former Oga, for he does not know what he's doing. It is pride, greed, and ingratitude that has taken over him. Also, please, God, forgive those who have nudged him onto this evil, ignoble cause due to their own self-interest. Dear God, it is not too late for him to recant. You are a God of second chance. If he does recant and repent, who knows? We might be able to persuade the incoming president to send him to the Hague as replacement to his former boss, Teslim Elias, or even to the United Nations of Nigeria's permanent rep. These are the places where his doggone Suransi might serve him well and where he can enjoy his trader money unmolested instead of wasting it on delegates that will not vote for him anyway. Kai, I repeat, Satan is truly very wicked and he don't trap my boss. In my perplexity over this matter, I found solace in Jeremiah 17:9 to 10. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruits of his doings. Babachir Lawan, clap for yourself. Of course, it is no news that Babachir Lawan has been rooting for Tinubu for close to 3 years to become the president. He has been campaigning for him and all of that. You see, the same Babachir Lawan has mouth to be talking, be quoting Bible. I thought he was going to say, oh, Osinbajo was the one who chaired the panel that was set to look into his grass cutting, what is it called, grass cutting saga. That Osinbajo, I thought he was going to say that Osinbajo removed him, Osinbajo did this and that. You didn't tell us. So you, this same man quoting Bible saying he's a pastor, you were removed as the SGF. As why were you removed? Because they said you looted, because they tried to cover up for you. It's like this man wants to open himself because they wanted to cover up for you. They just try to relieve you of your job, but they did not tell you why should they relieve you of your job if you have not stolen. All of you are the same. See, all of una secrets go dey open one by one, one by one. The reason why you are all doing this because of you want to be get into power. Not, you have not said, none of you has said, oh, this is the reason why we want to be, we are doing all of this is because of the people. You are doing all this because of these people. So this same Babachir Lawan get mad to be talking. Hey, can you imagine? Can you imagine? All of them, Tinubu, Osinbajo, all of them, now though they eat talk, and that is what is happening. They will continue to embarrass themselves. What we are going to be hearing at the end of the day, are you going to tell us Buhari has even performed? You are not telling us Buhari has performed. Have they performed, all of you? But you are still covering, everything is fine because you are trying to root out for Tinubu. God help all of you.